in this video I'm going to show you my install of a MaxLine M7500 3/4 inch master kit, airline kit. So this is some blue, it's kind of like PVC. I don't exactly know the type the tube is, but I think I'm pretty sure it's a lot cheaper than copper and stuff. It was like $275 for 100 feet of it and all these fittings and stuff. This kit includes the bare bones. It's not everything. You don't get a regulator with it or anything like that, or any drainage, moisture catcher type things. You get the tubes, you get the fittings, you get the T's. You don't get elbows, so if you need to do a 90 degree, you need to buy that separate. You get a tool that reams and faces the or whatever, or the tube. You actually get a cutter too, which is nice. You get all these blocks which hold the tube to it and then attach to your air chuck port. So here it shows you how to install. I'm doing this in a new construction garage, and I am going to run it behind the walls. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, to code. I personally think it's a bad idea. If there's any ever leaks, then you have to rip out the wall and get to it. So that's not very fun. I really want the clean look, so I'm gonna try and do it. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to pressure test it before sealing up the wall, but that doesn't mean leaks will come in the future. Won't come in the future. So I'm probably going to regret it, but whatever. It says to Teflon tape 2 wraps, and also to use, which I have because I use it on bikes, pipe sealant which prevents thread galling. So I have this Finish Line assembly lube. I don't have it right in front of me. I'll show you in a minute. That you just drip on, and it helps the threads, kind of gives a lube for the threading, so it just goes in smooth. Anyways, I'll get to it. So here I got my pipe coming out of the ground. I actually, in this setup, I ran it to a small shed right there. It's in the back corner on our side from where I'm videoing from. The pipe comes up through the ground. I actually drilled a hole in the cement floor, so it looks really clean in there. Like, once I get a compressor in the back corner, you aren't even going to barely notice it there, and aren't going to notice the pipe. Again, I'm trying to do a clean install, make it look like it's not there. Here, if I could do it again, I'd have had the pipe poured within the foundation, so it would come up right here. And again, I put it in the wrong place. I'd actually have it come up over there. I forgot I was putting a window here. Electrical's over there, so I can't go over there. So yeah, here it's gonna come up. You're gonna see it coming up here. I may put conduit over it just to make it look better again. Concrete's gonna come up and cover that cap by a few inches for the floor. So here I've drilled 1 1/4 inch holes. It's really hard to get through, partly because the pipe isn't straight. It comes in a roll, and it keeps that bend kind of, and you have to really muscle it to get it out of the bend and straight. Here a little trick I used was to get it through where it got. Sometimes it would get stuck going through a hole, and I couldn't maneuver it to get it so the edge wouldn't hit. So I just put this ratchet end in, pushed up, and then pushed through. That seemed to work really well. Again, I don't think putting it in the wall is the best idea. It comes with a bunch of wall clips. It would be way easier to run with wall clips. I'd have this done in half an hour. I thought I was gonna put all 3 connections here in this garage, but I'm only gonna put 2, one at the front door and one at the back. I really don't think I need more than 2. I'm gonna put the other one in the other garage right at the air compressor just to have a option over there to use it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a T right here. I'm gonna cut this one down a bit. Put a T right there. Go over about 4 feet here, 5 feet, and hard to say. I got electrical there, so I might keep it on this side of the stud. So that'll be one port, and the garage door's right here, so you'll be able to bring a hose outside, no problem if you need to. And then I'm gonna go left through here. Electrical panel's going there. So I'm gonna go straight up these studs to the ceiling, over and down. Now, I don't know if this is gonna be enough. I might have to get some more. Anyways, I'm gonna do that and we'll see how it goes. So here's just an idea. So here I got that on. Here's my recommendation. I would put these guys on before beveling this with the tool. Kind of like how you do a brake line, you always forget to do that before you flare it. But yeah, I'm just doing it like that. Make a bunch of turns. Push in hard. It actually, it's kind of nice. This tool actually kind of flares it out, like pressures it out, and then bevels that edge too. It looks really good. So here's that assembly lube to prevent the thread galling. I'm actually gonna put it on these threads too, just to make it go more smooth. It says to seal it, but I looked up about it and it's pipe sealant, I don't know. This is what I read that I could use, and I had it, so I might as well use it. But it says to prevent galling, but it also calls it pipe sealant, so maybe I'm totally wrong and using the wrong stuff, but from what I understand, the Teflon tape on the threaded connections, this is a compression fitting, not a threaded connection. The Teflon tape is what seals it, and this just prevents the thread galling. So yeah, I just put a bit on and then go from there. This stuff is actually really gooey, so maybe it does seal. I don't know. Tells me to use it, so I'm gonna. So here I want to mount this like that on the wall. So that doesn't work because the pipe doesn't bend enough. I looked up online at some pictures. I'm gonna go grab some fittings that'll make it work. Some metal elbows. Well, one metal elbow to make it work. Actually 2, because I'm doing 2 of these in here. And then I'm also gonna put a piece of wood across to mount it too, so it's more sturdy. So this is my MaxLine RapidAir through wall setup that I'm going to do. I'm going to try. So I got all this is a 1/2 inch MPT thread. I may be doing this wrong, as in that elbow's brass. That is the union there is galvanized. So don't follow me on that. I'd keep it all the same. I think MaxLine sells brass, so I'd just go brass or whatever MaxLine sells to do this. So that's a 2x4. That union through there is 3 inches long. I may shim the block side so that it sticks out more instead of mounting it flush to the 2x4. So yeah, and then here I just have a plug for testing, but that's where I'm going to put my coupler to connect to the air hose. Yeah, back here's the MaxLine tube fitting. So you just put that in the wall and attach that to the tube that's coming through the wall, and it should be good. So here's my somewhat finished product. So this would be the wall, obviously. This is just one out of the two, but they're both done the same. I have 2 outlets in here. So there's the elbow, the union through it, and the compression fitting to the hose pipe. The front here I'm going to change up a bit. I'm going to make this a bit smaller. This is poking out really far off the wall. Don't really like it. But yeah, no leaks. I leak tested everything. Everything's good. That's how it is. Thanks for watching.